So, I'm sure you like fairy types as much as the next person, right? I mean, they're pretty cool, they're pretty cute. They, they're so cute. And of course, they counter the card that shall not be named. ADP. Did I just name it after saying I shall not name it? Yes, I did. What are you going to do about it? Okay, so threats aside within the first 30 seconds of the video, we're going to be exploring the old fairy type right now to see if we can deal with ADP. It's such a shame, though, that they are no longer being continued in Sword and Shield. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. But nonetheless, there are still fairy types around that we can use to our full advantage to fully counter the best deck around, ADP's Zacian V. And you might say, hey Sean, you look like you got a little bit of an obsession with ADP. No, not at all. What tells you I have that? I've only mentioned it every video. Jesus Christ, come on, man. It is, of course, Green's Gardeon. And this is an up-to-date list, but this is my list, so I wanted to make that clear. Obviously, I didn't come up with the Gardeon archetype, right? Obviously not. But I've made an up-to-date list, so you can play this and deal with ADP Zacian V. It has won me quite a few tournaments, which I've joined. I've been kind of like spamming tournaments recently, and this is my go-to. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to going into this one so you guys can understand what it does. Before we do get into a game, I'm going to play a sponsored segment, of course. Please do enjoy it. I know some of you guys really do enjoy that. And after that, we'll get into a game. So 2 seconds, and I'll see you there. Are you looking for Pokemon codes? If so, please check out pdcgostore.com and use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout. What a deal. They always have sales, of course, which is great for when you're looking around and trying to snack some packs up to build that collection that you're looking for. If you do have the finances and you are able to do so, please do visit pdcgostore.com to grab yourself some codes. With that all said, though, of course, please do enjoy the video. Here we go. We're going to jump into it now and see if we can come up. We are looking for the ADP game because I really want to showcase it there. And as I said, my elo seems to be at a good level. So I seem to be matching up against a lot of top tier stuff. This is looking like a Frostmoth deck, to be fair, though. Is it ADP Frostmoth? I've actually seen that a few times on the ladder. Again, you can ADP anything, but again, we want that. So if you're messing around on the ladder or you're joining tournaments where you're most likely to see ADP and you want to grind those coins, those packs and stuff for the new set that is coming out very soon, actually, this Friday. Oh, it's Zacian. Okay. Yeah, so if you want to grind out some stuff, then, you know, this is a deck you can definitely throw into tournaments. I'm confident enough in this deck because it's been proven anyway, right? It is a good deck nonetheless. It's just been a little bit abandoned recently. Mainly it being weak to steel and steel being a fantastic archetype right now. You know, you can't fault that, right? But luckily, we have... Now, we're not getting a supporter card, but we do need both Guardians here. There we go. Luckily, we have Weakness Guard energy, which is what I've thrown into the deck to deal with the weakness that we are experiencing in this matchup. So I'm not complaining. And after this, we can just go for a nice little cheeky switch, which will leave us in a vulnerable spot because obviously we don't have the Weakness Guard. But this doesn't look like a deck that will be attacking with a Zacian V. So I'm not really too concerned, to be fair. It just looks like the old... Really? Oh, come on. Oh, you got... Oh, it's fine. We can work around this, believe it or not. We can work around this. This is one of the reasons why I actually decided to throw the Fairy Copycat Mimikyu into the deck. Because not only can it, you know, bounce back against hard-hitting decks, like ADP, it can also deal with the likes of Keldeo stuff. So, not to the best of its ability, though, because it is just easily KO'd. But again, we'll have to take it and see how it goes. I honestly did not expect to see this card being played because it's quite a liability to play. Maybe a one-off tech in a Frostmoth deck is obviously a bit of a no-brainer, to be fair. But with just the surgence of the likes of this card, you don't want to be playing this one, if you know what I mean. Well, we can force them we can gust them away, but they're just going to promote this one, so it's not really going to do much here. But I guess we do that anyway. See what they throw up. It's a weird thing to say. See what they throw up, and we can just, I guess, get ready for a GX attack. We'll just Fairy Song. I mean, sure. Throw all these energy on him. If we GX him and throw their hand away, I would, yeah, things I do want to GX something and get a KO with it. but it doesn't seem to be something that's going to be happening here. I definitely did not anticipate coming up against that plays 2 Keldeo, because I said there's the Copycat and the Fiona is great at gusting out any sort of walling Pokemon, and they played 2. So, hey, fair play. It seems to be a bit of a bad luck for us, because it's the first time I've seen Keldeo out about in a Frost deck, in a Frostmoth deck, because, well, the reasons I just said, right? It doesn't protect against V Pokemon, which just makes it a 170 HP weak Pokemon, with a not very great attacks. So, yeah, it's not the best Pokemon currently. But I can understand a single tech, right? If you're coming up against a primary, like, if you're coming against a Mew free deck, I get it. I do get it. Even then, there's still ways around that, using Mew free. But we'll see how it goes. Right. They are obviously going to do that, knowing that they can wall it off. I do believe I play a Power Plant. I do believe. We're about to find out. Power Plant would really help, because I believe I threw that in deck. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a Power Plant. Yes. I'm big brain. I know. I can prepare for the future without knowing. Yeah, Sean Big Brain. No. All right, we'll have to go for the power. We do drop the Wondrous Labyrinth that, yeah, beggars can't be choosers, right? We'll get another greens. We'll get another greens with that. So we have just a bit more consistency. If we need to gust something, we can. And not only are we going to take this out, we are going to force them to a 0-card hand. Oh, how gorgeous it is to see. Haha. So, thankfully, my past self thought about my future self, which is a very rare thing, and decided to throw in a Power Plant. So that's pretty cool. All right, sweet. So unless they bounce the stadium, they're in trouble. And they are literally top decking out of this right now. Best thing for them to do is try and find energy and come around their way out, which they will be able to do with a single turn. But it looks like that's not the route they're taking. Not at all. Great thing about Kaleido Storm? Kaleido? I'm not sure. Is, oh, should we really go for the Zacian? We can take this thing out, you know. We can, like, cause some problems, because the Zacian is going to be their way to recover from this. So, or do we work on the Keldeo while we've got the chance? No. I doubt they're going to have another Keldeo, or at least be able to recover this one. So, I think we're fine with the gusting, because we can just Fiona out of it if they do. Yeah, I think we're suited to deal with that. So we are going to gust up here, and we'll get another greens. As you can see, just pure consistency. We'll gust up the Zacian and just hit into that. And the great thing is we can retreat energy. Now, maybe instead of the greens, I could have, you know, banked on the Pokegear. Which, by the way, I'm getting a product soon, which has a different type. I can't wait. I'll talk about that in a second. But I could have maybe got a Nest Ball or a Tag Call or something and benched another Gardeon to spread this energy around. But great thing about this is we don't have to worry about having 6 energy on one Pokemon. We can move it around after using this attack, which is fantastic. So we can throw that down here. And in fact, I am going to move the energy all to the benched one, because if this thing goes down, I'd like to be able to move that energy around afterwards. There we go. So getting the energy into place seems to be so good in this deck, and I'm absolutely loving it. Also, I do apologize if I'm not putting too much energy into this deck. I am currently suffering with costochondritis, which is inflammation to the chest area, so I can't really put too much. Sometimes I get a bit of fatigue and it gets inflamed, and it's a bit hard to kind of put in a bunch of energy. So I'm sorry if that's lacking there, but I'm trying my best. I always try my best, as one should. Oh, they're coming in with this bad boy. They're not attacking though, so now we can go for another gust. We can just greens for the other two. If I didn't prize it, I didn't check. I don't pay much attention. Not a good thing, Sean, is it? No, not really. But I think we're going to gust it up. Oh, yes. Look at that. We will gust it up. Now, Power Plant, do we keep it in? I think we keep the Power Plant in play. Obviously, because this is still around. And so they needed to Dene or something. They don't have that option. Oh, no. He lost the other custom card. It's in the prize card. Oh, okay. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Let's go for... I'm trying to think. Fairy Charm? It doesn't really do much. Maybe we'll go for a big charm. Do we need switch play? Not really. Maybe another No. Maybe we get... Yeah, maybe it'd be a good idea to get a supporter card that can help us a bit. So probably a Caitlyn and Cynthia to recover greens next turn. It means we don't get too much value out of that greens, but I am not complaining. So we will go for another Kaleido Storm. And we'll move these two over here. Like so. So we're pretty much ready to go. And the great thing is, of course, is we can just retreat. And it's really, really manageable once you have a lot of energy in play. Being able to move energy like that after attacking is so good. And again, it's what made this deck so cool and fun to play, which is awesome. So again, you saw a bunch of tool cards in there. Obviously, to help deal with certain matchups. We have an ability one to help dealing with New 3. We have a lightning one to help deal with Vigavolt. Vigavolt? No, that's not coming out yet. That's later. To deal with, and it won't even work against Vigavolt. So to deal with, my brain is going to deal with Tagbolt. Tagbolt. Say Tagbolt, Sean. No. Zekrom. Pikarom. My brain's working really slowly. I'm sorry. For some reason, my brain remembered Tagbolt before it remembered Pikarom. But yeah, to help deal with that, we have the big charm to buff our HP. So, you know, decks hitting 270, which is a number a lot of decks look to hit, isn't one-shotting us. That's kind of a big deal in my opinion. Let's go and get rid of, I mean, tag switch. Do we really need that right now? I don't think so. That's more for early game stuff. So we'll recover the greens here, and we don't really get the KO, which is a shame. And I guess that's one of the issues, of course, is the damage is not going to be too great against these VMAXs, but we still have a lot of control. They still have to hit bigger numbers here to get the KO on us. And eventually, it's annoying because I would rather gust this up, take it out, rather than get this thing so close, take it out, and have to take one prize. It does allow us to take out a Frostmoth if they bench it with a gust, so, you know, I'm not going to complain. But I feel like this is going pretty well against the Frostmoth deck, which is great, and it is clearly a decent Frostmoth deck at the least, albeit, I think the 2 Keldeo Jacks might be a bit too much. It's quite easily counterable nowadays, sorry. Not really counterable, should I say. Is it weird calling Keldeo outdated? Just the introduction of V Pokemon alone made that. Because I remember when this ADP Keldeo, boy, that was the thing, but didn't really last long with the likes of, yeah, the rest coming into play. So, you know, that's that. They're going to go for old Blastoise Piplup, are they? Alright. What does this reward them? Healing. So maybe they want to... Oh, they're going to GX? The GX won't take us out. And we can greens for a switch. So if they want to go for the GX, mate, go for it. I'm not going to have a problem with that. Man, just so much retreating. We can one-shot this, at least. Maybe I went for the... Hello, Fly. Maybe I went for the GX attack too soon. I don't know, but they seem to be retreating back and forth. Do they have energy to heal with? They do, so they're going to heal that. I mean, that's cool. I wasn't actually looking to take that down. So, sure. Right. Let's see what the Pokegears give us here. Amina, which, again, is more for getting the GX attack going. Coach Trainer, great. Just general draw. And we also pull a nothing. Oh, getting like a copycat would be pretty good, you know. Ooh. Okay, maybe we get a switch and like a quick ball and switch to this and move the energy off this one to the copycat. That seems like a play, right? Or maybe a tag call because that doesn't require the discard. No, we need the quick ball to get the copycat out, don't we? And it was a switch we were getting, wasn't it? There we go. Let's go. Oh, only one switch. I think we prized one, or a couple even. And we'll get rid of the Lightning Fairy Charm. Let's bench... Do we force them? Oh, that's a good question, Sean. We could Fione. We could legitimately Fione and force them to bring up something vulnerable. I mean, they will just bring up this and retreat it, right? So I don't think that's really the case. So we'll do this. We'll switch. Maybe I should have got a Mallow and Lana for next turn. I don't know. Let's switch and let's move energy off that damaged one to the Mimikyu. Let's do that. Sweet. There we go. Throw you on there. And maybe even throw this on here. So there we go. That we're not losing our energy now. We've pulled off the attack. Solid stuff. Great reserving of energy. And after that, It's more just coach trainer draw now. Really use those greens. We've clearly prized one. Prizing some valuable stuff, actually, which is a bit of a shame. But we're managing. We are managing. Oh, GX. Still not KO'able, though. KO'able. So, sure. What do we pull? Tag switch. I don't see that being valuable right now. Is that I don't know. I'm not sure what to do here, to be honest with you. I would have liked to get a big charm because we do have one more. They can manually retreat and attack. With the Keldeo, they're not hitting it. With this they are, but 250 HP. So this they will if they get the energy. So we might actually be able to survive. And if they do KO us, it would be with a great cost. So I'm going to ditch the gear. Maybe I force them to switch and attack with something else. No, we want them to stay in the active, don't we? Why don't I just get another Gardeon and tag switch onto that for now? Why, yeah, let's just make that the play. That seems fair. We'll even move the weakness guard just in case they have some sort of funny way of attacking us with Zacian. So we'll just move that onto the fresh one for now, and I guess we just pass. Oh, in fact, I don't know if this still counts with power plant in play, but this could help protect against the Keldeo if they decide to come up with that. I mean, they won't get a KO on us with it, so they won't. So I'm gonna just pass. Yeah, let's go for a pass play. See what the shindig is on their end. What are they gonna do? Because they have the KO, but if they want it, they have to retreat to a damaged Pokemon, which just gives us the option to respond. And hopefully get that gusting to finish off the game. Thing is, we can't copycat this attack, which is a shame. Well, technically we can. So they are going to go for the Keldeo. Okay. And they're just going to go for that. Oh, now I've put myself in a... No. I was going to say I put myself in a predicament. No, I can manually retreat. And I even had the Mina to do that as well. So we will... Attach. Why can't I attach? Why is it not letting me attach? Why? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? Can I attach? Is this a bug? Or am I missing something? Did they do some sort of a... Hello? Why can't I attach my energy? Huh? Okay, Mina. What's going on? Oh my god, I feel so cheated right now. What's happening? Hello? What? What happened? It looks like it's just a bug. I feel so cheated, man. You can't do me like that. You can't. I'm on a 1-win streak and everything. Okay, let's see. Let's see if that changed the tide. Well, not only did the tide change, the whole game changed. This bug continued throughout a few turns afterwards, and I thought, okay, there's probably no going back. Wasn't sure if it was my side or if it was something with the server. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to leave it there. I will jump to the deck list after this quick voice note. I think the deck showed what it can do and showed what it's all about. So... it's a shame we didn't get to finish off the match, but these things are out of my power, I'm afraid. But with that said, of course, please do enjoy the list. And yeah, so sad. Okie dokie, here is the list. Very, very standard when it comes to Gardeon greens. It usually does just play the limited amount of Pokemon, but we did have to throw a few stuff in here to deal with things. Mimikyu's great for dealing with, well, for being a single price attacker that can replicate a lot of the big hitting attacks that are in the format nowadays. I apparently only had one power plant. But yeah, very standard, very simple strategy. It's always been the strategy of Gardeon: attach Fairy Song, then tag switch and attack, yada, yada, yada. Go from there. But yeah, I'm really happy with this list. It has won me so many games, so many tournaments on the online tournaments. And that's coming up against legitimate decks as well. It's not just coming up against random newcomers who join. That tends to happen more in expanded tournaments than standard tournaments, I'll tell you that. But with all that said, I think the deck proved itself in the short gameplay that you would have seen of it and me playing it. So I think you get the idea. So yeah, the message I believe has been sent. So again, a bit of a shame towards the end there. But if you're looking for a fairy deck to play that can deal with ADP and is also a good fairy deck overall, and hello Moth, it's coming around. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to... Sorry, I get so distracted so easily. This is probably one of the best fairy decks I'll definitely say around for the time being. Give it a shout and let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments down below. If there's any decks you want me to try out, again, jump in those comments and let me know and I'll see if I can. But with that all said, of course, do leave a like if you did enjoy and please do subscribe for more deck videos like this. But with that said, of course, most importantly, please do take care of yourself and peace.